Ah, yes, entertainment. It is something that we all like to rely on as humans. The need to be entertained, the need to be ascertained, and the need to continue consuming any form of content, anything. On my channel, I like to create original works outside of all of the drama, outside of all of the doom scrolling and whatever's going on Roblox, because I've just been finding more of myself in these different games that I've been creating, and I've been trying out new activities and new forms of content that I'm really starting to connect with. Even though I don't have the most views, I still feel really good about my entertainment style, because it doesn't just sustain, and it doesn't just pull away from the monotony of life. It also reveals some of the truth. Check out my game showcase, for instance, where I show some different life sayings and different things like the golden rule, all of that inside of my game. I truly do believe in God. I believe in Christianity, and I believe that there's a divine connection between us and all of our interests. And so I try to strive towards new boundaries or new frontiers whenever I can, just so that I can broaden my skill range, broaden my interests, and not just be sitting around listening to Geometry Dash OST, even though that was fine for that phase of my life. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. And in regards to the internet, I think the internet is an interesting place because my ancestors would have never envisioned a place on their TV screens, but not a TV screen, but a smaller TV screen, like my iMac. They would have probably never envisioned looking at their piece of technology and one day using it as a form of communication, as a form of free satisfaction, it's interesting. And I like to think about those different aspects whenever I'm making my games, just so that I don't get too stuck on any one interest. So my most recent upload was on Roblox this time around, because I just figured, why not? I think I had a dream of recreating my game in Roblox, and so I decided, you know what, let's make this a reality. So I put my friend into this game. She's completely blown out and destroyed, and I figured, you know what, it's gonna be fun to blow her up in game and watch her suffer. So so I'm just blowing her up in the game, the usual, right? And now that I'm looking back on this, I'm thinking nothing different. This was still fun to create, and I'll still share this with her so that I can see the shock on her face or her emoji bar whenever she looks at this project. But even still, it makes me wonder, what more could I create? What other ideas could I bring to pass? And whenever I take a step back from a project like this, it makes me realize just how much more fun it is to come back to it. So, and then I have an even greater idea for the next time. Could this include robotic prosthetic arms? Could this be made on Godot? Could I even share this with a teacher, or go to the next level? Create this game character in real life so I can blow them up in real life. These are the questions that go through my head when it's actually more cleared up. Other times it's more more unique thoughts. But, you know, well, it depends. And that's just like what I wanted to say when it comes to entertainment, because I find that's a very interesting subject. Oh, and lastly, like, there's this site that I've been going on to called ArtStem, and it's like a place for different inventors to come and share their works. So I'm on here, and it's really nice because there's this one YouTuber who created and engineered this robot arm, and ever since that video and his his, I guess, blog about like, you know, his journey with making that, it's kind of blown up. The site is like really big, and it's only growing, and it's just showing me like how these kinds of things start up. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't think entertainment has to be a distraction. I actually think that it's best when we create it ourselves, when we don't just consume but also create our futures. And in that sense, how can it be a distraction when you're always having fun, when you're always learning and growing? So yeah, that's what I have to say, and peace.